the Mercedes-AMG, that would be the German pronunciation, Mercedes-AMG SLC 43 in the facelift of the SLK, which is now renamed to the SLC. That is on Autogefühl with Thomas, #1 resource for in-depth car reviews, #1 community to discuss cars. You're right here with us. It's the year of the convertibles for Mercedes, and we see the SLC here, the facelifted SLK, S-Class convertible behind me, even more behind me there, Mercedes SL facelift, and we also have the Mercedes C-Class convertible that is available in another review we have as well. Check our Geneva playlist about. So where everyone is saying convertibles are no more, so small market share, Mercedes is really going for it, and that is a remarkable thing. Let's check out what has changed here with the facelift. Not only the name, also the headlights. You always change headlights with the facelift, obviously. They now come closer to the general modern Mercedes lineup. Top LED version here as well, because when you present a car on a motor show, you always have to pick the top version. I criticize it a little bit, but there's no choice for us here as well. We have a 3D logo here still. Wow, because there's no sensor behind in this case. It says SLC 43, that means it's the current top version with the V6, 367 horsepower. We know it also from other Mercedes models. However, there's also a 4-cylinder available that is then the entry version for about 35,000 euros in Germany already. This one here, surely double the price. Now we can also get this diamond grille. We have seen that one also in Mercedes 450 versions, which now will be replaced with a 43 version. So there's another name change. You see, Mercedes is really changing all over the name, and I think it's a pity. To me, this is the SLK, and probably always will be. I'm not okay with the name change to SLC. Are you? Tell me that one in the comments. 2-color rims here. It's a nice scheme. A little bit of old school style. 18-inch B12 for the engine. Design element right here. Then we have the contrasting black mirror caps, and the side profile has rather remained the same. It's still this very pure roadster, which of course offers a lot of fun. However, the bigger brother, the SL, offers more comfort. And the rear looks to me a little bit longer now, but that's rather a visual illusion because we have the additional wing here, especially in the SLC 43 version. Oh, look at that small antenna. Isn't it cute here? Very nice. And one special thing we see here from the outside, there's a new wind deflector, and you flip it manual. It's a very interesting concept. I first of all thought, oh, it's just here for the motor show to protect something like to protect the overall bars. But you do it like this, and then somehow the wind is caught and drawn over like here. And they tested that one in the wind tunnel, and obviously it was a good idea, wind tunnel-wise. Well, looking forward when driving this car to see if this one is really true, because we've driven this car here, well, even in the first version ever, and the second generation, of course, in different versions. So I have a lot of experience also with this car. So I will also look forward how it looks like and how it drives in this new one. We can take a look in the interior also with this facelift version, where we don't see too many changes. I really like those seats with the microfiber on the inside. Those ones are new, haven't seen them before. Looks quite fancy and also nice material. I have to recheck the price list first, however, to see the real material choice, but looks very promising to me. Also the steering wheel with Alcantara on the sides, where you have the grip handle. Some people sometimes say, oh, that gets used, too fast, but I say it's definitely worth it. You have better grip with the hands and also with the gloves. And it's just, a very good, nice and soft feeling. And also a very sporty handling. And I mean, if it gets very much used over time, just let it be redone. I mean, that's also not that cost intensive then. You have a quite good overview for a sporty car, and that's because the car is rather compact still, and that's why you also can see where the car is ending. The basic style is a little bit, has of a resemblance to the bigger brother, to the SL, with the air vents, for example, we see, but we do feel a difference in the comfort when seating. So when you're sitting in a Mercedes SL in the bigger brother, you think, oh, I don't care if it's like 1,000 or 2,000 kilometers now. Here you more have the feeling, oh, I want a sporty ride, a pure roadster ride. It will be a lot of fun, but it shouldn't take 10 hours. It should take less than that. That's, I think, the basic difference when sitting down, definitely. But this one here, of course, really promises a lot of fun. There hasn't been too much change here also in the interior console. You see, I still like those star vents here, very nice style, and you don't have to, update everything, or if it's already quite good. You see this, the AMG logo in here. And what I've also done with the suspension, you see we have the nice small driving shifter here, we have in the AMG versions. They have stretched out, especially when you go for the adaptive suspension, like they did with the A-Class facelift or also with the new C-Class convertible, that the span between the comfort mode, as for the throttle input and also suspension changes if you have the adaptive one, and the sporty modes, has been a wider span now. So you can really define how hard, how soft you want to have it, and that's also a good thing to just widen the variety here. Maybe one look at the infotainment screen here, that always receives a little software update when you do a facelift, but not that much more. This is the GPS. We're in Geneva at the motor show. So beautiful with the Alps skyline here, definitely. And I always enjoy those vehicle settings in the AMG versions, because you have a dynamic select here, for example, and here you have some special menus like vehicle data or engine data or individual configuration, which you can only see when the engine is switched on. But for example, we have a GLE as a test vehicle. Check out that review. There you can also see those different menus. Engines. Well, I've told you about the 4-cylinder and the 6-cylinder, but let's take a look at this 6-cylinder here. Let's see where it is. There it is. It's always great to take a look at the engine, and I would suppose that we also have the red contrast on the engine here. I haven't seen it, but I've seen in the C convertible there it was the case. Yes, there it is, there it is. A very classic Mercedes logo here, and I love that they have this red contrast on that one, especially when you pick the vehicle in red. That is just beautifully done. Those AMG Light models, 43 they are called from now on. In that C-Class sedan, they're still called 450, but that will gradually be changed. We also have an interview especially on that subject. But those ones here, they do not have the true AMG engines after the one-man, one-engine concept. Those ones are the standard V6. But okay, I mean, if you're really a true AMG fan, that might be very important to you. On the other hand, it's all basically the same company, and there's no, that this one breaks and the other one doesn't. That's not the real difference. Do you want to see the trunk? Let me close up here in the front, and we go to the rear. And definitely we don't have too much. By the way, here for the wind, another thing here, very interesting small detail. No, it's not electric. Let's see. And in the SL we have this help that this roof is folding up. That's not available here. You have to close the roof, and then it's possible also to put this one here up, and then you have even more space. But this is the space we have here when the roof is closed. And we close that one here manually. And that's it so far for the Mercedes SLK, now SLC facelift in the form as the Mercedes-AMG SL43. Thank you very much for watching Autogefühl.